I'm John Milwee, and I'm making this video to share with those of you who weren't here with us a couple of weeks ago, to share what we're planning to do with the Cathedral's resources, particularly our properties across the street in Chancellor's Hall here on the campus. I'm going to try to answer the why, the what, and the how associated with that. I'm going to start with the why. A lawyer stood up and put Jesus to the test, saying, "Jesus, what shall I do to inherit eternal life?" He said to him, "What is written in the law? How do you read?" And he answered, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength and with all your mind, and your neighbor as yourself." And he said to him, "You have answered right. Do this and you will live." But he, desiring to justify himself, said to Jesus, "And who is my neighbor?" Jesus replied, "A man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho, and he fell among robbers, who stripped him and beat him and departed, leaving him half dead. Now by chance a priest was going down that road, and when he saw him, he passed by on the other side. So likewise a Levite, when he came to the place and saw him, passed by on the other side. But a Samaritan, as he journeyed, came to where he was, and when he saw him, he had compassion, and went to him and bound up his wounds, pouring on oil and wine. Then he set him on his own beast and brought him to an inn and took care of him. And the next day he took out 2 denarii and gave them to the innkeeper, saying, 'Take care of him, and whatever more you spend, I will repay you when I come back.' Which of these 3 do you think proved neighbor to the man who fell among the robbers?" He said, "The one who showed mercy on him." And Jesus said to him, "Go and do likewise." That's why we're going to do what we're going to do. What we're going to do is reach out to our neighbors. And I don't just mean our neighbors here in our literal neighborhood, though we're certainly going to do that too. Our neighbors, our broader community, and our city and our state, and people who don't necessarily go to church here. That's why we're going to do what we're going to do, and that's what we're going to do. Now, how are we going to go about doing that? We are going to partner with several organizations, many of whom we've already spoken with, to establish a relationship with our community through those partnerships. We are not going to try to reinvent the wheel and become our own sort of charitable organization. We're going to work with people who already know how to do that and have established relationships with those who need us in the community, so that we as a congregation and as a church can serve our neighbors more effectively and fully. Thanks for listening.